Welcome to another episode of the JNL Sports Show. Today we'll be talking about big news that happened. Tua was named the starter. We'll talk about that later. Kyler Murray took a huge dub yesterday against the Cowboys. But first, let's get into the World Series just started. So let's give our predictions for that. Luke?
I'm going to go ahead and say one thing real quick.
Here
this
we
is
go.
Noah, by the way.
Yeah.
Because Josh forgot
Oh,
to
yeah.
introduce us.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we've all made that mistake now.
I mean, I haven't, but you know.
Across the table from me,
Yeah.
because we have the table set up a little different.
Yeah, Noah Marks here.
And to my right,
Luke Holman.
yeah, I was just too busy doing
Yeah.
the intro. World Series starts tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
Luke, unfortunately,
Stuff.
you got one team wrong, but the Rays was a tough choice. We'll give him that he picked the Rays because
at the beginning of the postseason, I made that Braves prediction, kind of make an extreme bold prediction. Like I didn't actually think that was going to be a thing, but I was like, you know what? It's kind of like what I wanted to happen. So that'd be kind of cool. But the fact that they were a game away,
it
was
worked out
a thing.
quite well, especially since they had to face the Yankees and the Astros. I feel like that even makes it a huger,
Yeah, I mean,
bolder take.
the Braves were a game away for 3 games.
Yeah. That does suck.
I forgot
hate
they're
to
from
see
Atlanta when I was making the prediction.
That dude,
Yeah.
who Cody Bellinger, I think, was the one that hit the absolute
Yeah,
piss missile. That was, and he knew it was gone as soon as he did it. That careless bet. I mean, dislocated his elbow afterwards.
the
celebration, yeah.
The celebration, yeah.
So I'm gonna go Dodgers. I don't think they lose this. I'm saying Dodgers in 5.
I have Dodgers in 6 is what I'm going with.
You love
Really?
your game 6,
I
don't
do.
you?
Another LA team in 6, yes. That's what
I'm gonna go, you know what? I got Tampa Bay keeping the championship culture alive. Although LA technically also won a championship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rays in 6.
I'm.
What he's referring to is the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup earlier this year, and the LA Lakers just won the NBA Finals. So it's like a fucking
it's weird that
championship
it's Tampa-
game.
yeah.
Back to
It's
that.
title town.
And speaking of that, do we think Tampa Bay is really the only Florida team in the NFL that has any shot? We think they keep the streak alive of Florida teams making it to championships?
I mean,
No.
it's possible. It'd be kind of crazy if they do, knowing that the Super Bowl is in Tampa this year.
Yeah.
So that would be a big thing.
Strong
I
doubt.
don't know.
I mean, I'm not
Strong
sure.
doubt on that one.
They did just shit on
Yeah,
the
they did
Packers.
shit on the Packers, but
Did.
do we believe the Packers? Like the teams that they have faced, I don't think they've faced super great teams.
I mean, I was surprised that they got beat as bad as
Yeah,
they
me
did,
too.
but after
Tampa Bay's
looking-
defense, I did not
Yeah, they-
expect to do that good.
Their defense has been playing pretty well.
So you're the only one going Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
That's
Switch it
wild. That's really all we got for MLB. I mean, the series,
Dodgers
both
gotta
series were
it's-
good.
Dodgers
Yeah.
gonna win it at some point.
Yeah, they have to. And I mean,
No.
nah.
Dodgers are going to choke in classic.
Yeah.
Classic Dodgers.
I mean, I would love
October
that.
fashion.
Absolutely.
There's a few, what's it called? Record things that I want to talk about. I mean, there's only 1 or 2 of them, but the Randy Arozarena, the rookie on the Rays. So he has 7 home runs so far this postseason, which is 1 behind the record of home runs hit in a postseason, set by 3 different people: Barry Bonds, Carlos Beltran, and Nelson Cruz. So
quite
pretty big
quite,
names.
quite
Yeah.
the names you want your name next
So
to.
all 3 of
As a
those guys,
rookie.
he already has the rookie record. The rookie record was 6.
Yeah.
So
He's
he already broke that.
the first rookie to win ALCS MVP, too.
It's a wild time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are definitely the names that you want next to your name.
I saw something 5 years ago. He escaped Cuba.
What?
That's wild. I didn't know that. And
For
I guess
why?
I just knew he was on the Cardinals. That's all I
It's
know.
not. Well, we won't get into that.
No,
yeah,
go ahead, Noah. Let's hear what you gotta say.
I mean, there's a lot of people that flee Cuba and come to the United States.
Good baseball, though,
sports
don't they?
things.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
Cuba's baseball team
well,
usually really good?
I think there was fucking one Cuban baseball player that made it to the MLB. He was kidnapped and held for ransom or some shit.
Bro,
They
what?
threatened- I forget who it was.
Cuba
Crazy
slander is
claim,
off the
you know?
top.
No, no,
yeah,
no,
no,
yes,
No, this is
seriously.
for real a thing that happened. Fuck, I forget who it was.
Yeah, but Cuba, I thought Cuba had pretty good baseball.
I mean, yeah.
Don't they usually win the shit? Them, Puerto Rico is very
Dominican
big.
Republic
Dominican
also really
Republic is also very good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, people do what's it called? Leave from those countries and come
Yeah,
to the
but
US to
saying
play.
leaving and fleeing is is very
I mean,
different.
Sometimes it's
Like-
the same. It's the
Like
same
David
thing.
Ortiz left the Dominican Republic.
I got the article that loads.
Here we
Hold
go.
on. Hold on, ESPN is slow. Yeah, Leonis Martin from the Rangers.
Oh, I know that guy.
Let's see. Like many Cuban baseball stars, outfielder Leonis Martin dreamed of leaving the communist island for the bright lights and the big money of Major League Baseball. He accomplished his goal in 2011 when he signs with the Rangers, but not before what court documents in the U.S. Justice Department describe as a harrowing ordeal in which he was held for ransom in Mexico while his family members were kept under surveillance in South Florida.
Jesus Christ.
That's
What article is this? Whose article is this from?
ESPN.
Okay. Just wanted to give them credit.
Yeah. 3 people were indicted on federal charges of hostage taking,
Jesus
extortion,
Christ, dude.
conspiracy,
Why was this not a more
Counts
known
that-
thing?
carry potential life. I mean, we were like 11 when it happened,
I
so
feel
we
like that's
probably
pretty,
just, yeah.
pretty big thing to happen to not know.
Let's see.
I know who that is,
didn't
too.
what's his name? Former Red Sox player. Wasn't he wanted by some country too?
Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah.
He had the whole, he was tied into like a drug cartel.
Yeah. Like
I don't know how much of that was actually true. He was
Yeah,
never actually charged with anything, but
No, because he
Somewhat
was
like-
wanted, but and like America wasn't going to give him up. Like we were.
it was something related to like one of his friends was tied into it, and his friend like gave his name in something, so
Not
then
the
Hanley
friend you
Ramirez
wanna
got
have.
tied to it. So
Yeah.
that was around the time in 2018 we released him. So
Yeah.
some of the notable Cuban players that fled Cuba: Aroldis Chapman, Yasiel Puig, and Yoenis Cespedes.
Hmm.
You know, they all fled Cuba to play in
Wow.
the U.S.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And Game 1 of the World Series is 0-0 in the top of the third at the moment.
also,
Dodgers are going to hit home runs.
yeah,
before.
small. I mean, another thing that happened in the what's it called? The NLCS. Corey Seager hit 6 home runs so far. Or has hit 6 home runs so far this postseason, and that set the record or the Dodgers record for most home runs in a single postseason. And he just won NLCS MVP. I don't know if he hit 4 or 5 home runs in the NLCS.
I think he hit four.
I'm
I
pretty
believe
sure
they
it's
said
5.
4.
Pretty
You're
sure.
the MLB guy. I'm going to go
Pretty
ahead
sure
and say
it's
that.
Yeah.
Say that you're right on
I'm
that.
going to go with Luke's
But
opinion on that one.
what's it called? Yeah, no. So he won NLCS MVP. Was electric in that series.
Yes, he was. And then of course, that like both series were both very
yeah, but they
good.
both went 7 games.
Yeah.
Well, they started off looking like it was just going to be like fucking quick
Yeah.
4 or 5 games, and then we came out with Luke Zoltar Homan, and then the
Yeah.
series flipped,
Yeah.
flipped around, and we were like,
Did jinx
Yikes.
a little bit.
what does Zoltar mean?
let's talk about that poor city that has to
Atlanta.
yeah,
I saw
I mean,
a meme fucking
state.
said Falcons won
No,
at
Georgia's
what
the
cost? It said the Braves, the fucking Thanos meme.
Yeah, thanks, dude. So we have just in recent memory, 28-3. The Georgia football team was up like 20-7, I think, recently
Like
against.
a couple of years ago, I think,
Yeah.
against Alabama. They also blew a game against Alabama the other night. They're up 24-20 at halftime, gave up like 20-something straight points.
Jesus
Did not score in the
Christ.
second half at all.
and
they
then,
lost.
and
Got
then of
blown out.
course, the Braves just gave up
Yeah.
a
3-1 lead.
3-1 lead. Poor Atlanta. I mean, and what was that stat? That what the fuck stat?
Oh, fucking teams that go up 2-0 in a series were 28-3 heading into this one.
Jesus
And it is
Christ.
now 28-4.
So they legit blew a 28-3 lead again.
I mean, in a way, yeah.
Yeah,
In
a way.
record wise, yeah.
that's tough. I mean, the city of Atlanta has got to be just
Stuff.
there's just nothing to do. It's almost built in with the city now.
Yeah.
That there's just no expectations.
I mean, the Falcons won their first game, so I guess.
yeah, but
There you go.
they won their first game. But from the news that we've heard today, that we will talk about later, what was it worth?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into the NBA now. Which small news, not much
Yeah,
to talk about.
Not a lot of news. Apparently, a Derrick Rose trade to LA is more likely this offseason than it was at last season's trade deadline.
How healthy is D Rose?
He seems healthy. I think he was averaging like 18 off the bench for the Pistons this past season. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he could very
yeah.
well be a starting point guard again. I mean, I don't think he got hurt.
Is
at all this
Rondo
year.
gonna retire?
Maybe. He's old, so I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
D Rose is also old.
I know D Rose, Chris Paul, as we talked about last episode, and I think Victor Oladipo are some of the big pieces that the Lakers are looking at. Oladipo, I'm not too sure about that.
Anthony Davis officially said that he's re-signing. He's gonna not do his opt-out.
I figured.
I think everyone saw that coming. Because they definitely have a chance to go back-to-back.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with, any team LeBron is on has a chance at least making it to the fucking finals.
Yeah.
He's done that quite often. The Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers signed a head coach, former Raptors assistant Nate Bjorkgren.
What a name.
Yeah.
Anything about him? Like, do you know who he is? Or
I don't know. I just got the notification. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Put that in there.
Yeah.
We were going to have a friend on the show. Fortunately, that did not work out.
Yeah, some unforeseen circumstances.
Yes,
So
but
he will be eventually.
Good news, aside from this, is that I'm not going to say any names or I'm not going to say for sure that this is going to happen, but there's 99% sure that we will have like an actual sports person on the show within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
like a real
like someone in
the sports world.
Profession.
I'm super excited about it.
Yeah,
I know he's super excited about it. So look out for that for sure.
Yeah.
That will be happening hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just got to figure out schedule wise, but very excited about it. Is anything else in the NBA? I know that they just wrapped up, so there's really.
No,
Have they announced when they're planning for the season to start? I saw something like February, but I feel like that's early as fuck.
I think that's the target at the moment, but I'm not really sure. I know there's questions raised about whether they would pause the season for the Olympics once that starts next summer. I don't think they plan on pausing that, so we could see an Olympics without NBA players playing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, now I love the Olympics. I don't think Olympics is gonna survive the quarantine. At least the Summer Olympics this year. Like, I think they'll be back in 2 years for the Winter Olympics. I don't know if we'll have a Summer Olympics next year. I know they pushed it back this year. It was supposed to be this year, right?
Yeah.
And then due to COVID, I have a feeling that COVID is not going to slow down anytime soon. So
by next summer, to the level that it would need to be at for an Olympics to happen, I don't know.
I already, like, even if it were to, like, slow down now, the fact that it's all of the globe getting together in one spot and then going back home, yeah. I just don't think it's a very good idea. Unless they, like, had a bubble, but also countries don't really get along that well, so I don't know if...
a bubble wouldn't be possible.
That would be, like, 8 to 9 months. 9 months from now? Because I think they usually do it in August.
Yeah.
So it'd be actually like 10 months.
I don't know. So I just don't see it happening.
That's a possibility.
I hope it does.
I do too.
Would be nice. I just don't see it happening, which is unfortunate. Actually, if it happened this year, the
logo design for this year was like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Because the way
the 2020 because the fucking the rings. Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate.
And then COVID was like,
maybe we can still technically call it the 2020 next year.
Well, it'll be in 2021. So
yeah, but
we'll probably call it 2021.
Postponement. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be 2021.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Should probably name it after the year.
But no, the Japan was gonna have Goku as like their mascot for this year. Yeah, they were gonna have like an inflatable fucking thing come out in the parade. That would have been dope.
Nice.
I can't wait till we get to talk about the Olympics. I love the Olympics. Unless people on the show or people that listen to the show are like, yo, fuck the Olympics. Let us know if you are against the Olympics, because we'll talk about it last.
Why would you be against the Olympics?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that there are some people that don't find the same entertainment in the Olympics that they would in.
Yeah, we would just bring up like the major storylines.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not gonna talk about like fucking first fucking game of the ping pong tournament.
Table tennis. No, show some respect.
Sorry, I apologize.
But
fucking
gymnastics about to fucking kick all the ass again.
We're not gonna spend 15 minutes on fucking diving.
Yeah,
synchronized swimming.
Low key though, synchronized swimming kind of go hard. Not even gonna lie with you. Diving does go hard. Yo, if you don't like the Olympics, fuck you. That's what we'll get to instead. Go fuck yourself.
Olympics go crazy.
The Olympics are great. The gymnastics, American gymnastics, have been amazing. I think the last time didn't they set a record for the most?
I think Simone Biles was the.
Well, yeah, her alone, her alone could probably win a couple two-tree golds. Swimming has always been decent.
Yeah.
Until Michael Phelps decides to retire. That'll be sad.
Yeah.
Ryan Locke, do you remember him?
Yeah, and then didn't he get fucking arrested for robbing a gas station or something?
He told 6 different witness stories too.
Yeah.
He had no idea what he was saying at all times.
I hate to say it.
Yeah, you do.
What Winter Olympics, the fucking speed skating, and not just the one-on-one, the small track where it's 6 people.
Yeah,
that should go crazy.
There's also one that's they lay down. It's sledding. It's this. I think
the luge.
Dude, so many people have died in that shit. I think one last winter someone got seriously hurt, where they could never do it again.
Jesus.
People get fucking that shit fucks you up.
There's the luge and there's the bobsled. The bobsled is a 2. I think there's a 2-team bobsled and there's a 4-team bobsled. And then the luge is just one little fucking thing that you just lay on your back and just zoom down the course.
You also gotta love hockey. I mean,
yeah,
the hockey's always good.
Hockey's always good.
The volleyball in the Summer Olympics is pretty dope. Mario and Sonic Wii games that come out every Summer Olympics are also kind of dope. Those were always good. What other? The Olympics is a really fun time.
Yeah, because there's all types of sports. So kind of get around to anything really.
They'll never add football ever.
Yeah, there's not enough countries that
they could do. Do they do baseball?
Or they used to.
Yeah, the World Baseball Classic.
But I didn't. Is that part of the Olympics, or did they make that their own thing?
I think it's its own thing.
Yeah.
They used to do baseball in the Olympics. I think there was some talk of maybe bringing it back eventually.
Well, it was in. What year was that? It wasn't that long ago. It was I don't know if it was 2016 or if it was 2017 before the season that they did the World Baseball Classic. So it wasn't that long ago, and I don't know if it was supposed to be before this next season is when the next one would have been. I should know this, but COVID has kind of messed up the schedule of everything.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I think it was supposed to happen.
They should do baseball. They should do softball. Softball would be cool because there's no real professional softball spot which is kind of unfortunate because not that baseball isn't cool, but softball is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
I love watching the college softball.
Softball's cool to watch. Or because even the dugouts, it's back to Little League because they just be cheering all the fucking time.
Yeah, correct. And I don't know if that's just college atmosphere, but it's fucking
softball
fantastic.
atmosphere. It's just
the
way it is.
What were some of your favorite Little League chants we used to do? Good Eye. The Good Eye clap.
The GOOD.
Yeah. That's an absolute classic. I don't know of any other ones now.
Good Eye. You watch that ball go by.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that one existed.
Yeah.
We used to do them I was in a, not softball, wiffle ball league this past summer.
Yeah.
And me and my boy would just fucking do those Good Eye chants the whole time. Forgot that shit existed.
I cannot believe that they required us to do those chants. That was just something.
I don't think they required us. I think we were just children.
But
well, I mean, it was encouraged to cheer your teammates on.
You had to cheer your teammates on.
No, but I'm saying,
Christ, dude.
No, I'm not saying that it was a bad
team
thing.
spirits.
But the fact that if we were quiet, they were yo, start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to hype up your fucking
and also that dude on the mound is fucking 12 years old, and if you get in his goddamn head, he's walking 3 people straight and being taken out. It used to be brutal. I mean, the umpire would tell us to stop if we were yelling directly at the pitcher. My favorite thing was as he was winding up, he'd just be oh! As he throws it, fuck him up.
Yeah, no, we got yelled at for that.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to do it.
Little League was great. They should just have Little League World Series
they did.
An actual season, a full season of Little League.
They do. It's just not televised.
Yeah, those teams do play regular seasons.
Don't they play
They play regular seasons. I think the end of the regional tournaments are televised, and then they have the World Series.
Yeah, I thought people who are in the if you win regionals, you go to that.
You have to be in a certain type of we were in the Cal Ripken League, so that wasn't part of Little League, so we wouldn't have gone to the Little League World Series. I think I don't know if doesn't matter if I say the fucking town that's next to us.
Depends on the town.
Yeah, no.
I mean, yeah, like Wallingford.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were a part of that system. So, like, if
That's
they
cool.
were to go on, they would have.
That's a segment we like to call filling in 20 minutes because we expected a phone call that we didn't get. You're welcome for that, guys. Moving on to the NFL now. I have to say something. I'm very disappointed with the Patriots. They played, I know that I've heard it all. They practiced twice in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, obviously. You don't want that. But Edelman has kind of fallen off for me. He doesn't catch balls anymore. I don't know. I'm just disappointed with him. I feel like we can probably get like a 4th-round pick for him if we decided to trade him, and I wouldn't be too angry about it. Like I know what he can do, but it's what he fucks up overshadows it so much. What do you think about that, Noah? Do you like Edelman? I mean, I love him, but
I do love Edelman. I don't know. I mean, he has been a bit off these past couple weeks.
Last year
But
he led the league
he
in
also-
drops.
Yeah,
So
that is
the past
true.
year and a half now.
Yeah, I mean, he is the greatest quarterback in the Patriots franchise history, though. 7
He
for 8
is.
as a
That is
career.
correct.
He's nasty, but I don't know. I mean, because he has the ability to do well. Like he set like a career high in, I believe it was just yards. I don't know if it
Seattle
was
game, yeah.
receptions, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was in the Seattle game.
So like, he's still
His highs are really
able to-
highs, but his lows hurt the team so much.
Yeah, I would just appreciate it if like the times he did drop it, he didn't do it right into the hands of a defender.
Yeah. Or on a 4th down
Yeah.
in the playoff
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And like even the defense did decent on Sunday, but them doing, I don't know, it was weird because like I was happy that they were not letting them
They
score
were-
a touchdown, but they got in the red zone every single time.
They were the epitome of bend don't break.
Yeah, correct.
Literally every time.
Because
Held
they
them to a field goal,
stopped him in the
they
red
stopped
zone. I think they were six
6 for 6. The Broncos were 6 for 6
to start.
for field goals.
Yeah.
To start their first 6 drives, all field goals.
Fucking insane. You can't let that happen. I mean, and then I think they only punted twice the entire game.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they threw 2 interceptions those last 2 drives.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah,
And then-
fucking
and then
was
we
almost
blew
a
our
game
chance to
right at the
fucking
end of the game.
win the game.
Keneal Harry just
You said he ran the wrong.
yeah,
route,
he
you
ran
found
the
it?
wrong route. They found out.
That's
He was supposed to run like a
corner.
10-yard corner, and he ran a 20-yard corner. So
Hate to see that.
Well,
kind of missed the throw there, which was tough. And then he fell while turning,
yeah.
so that was also unfortunate. He needs to step up. The Patriots need to step up. I have a list here of things that the Patriots needs, the things that the Patriots have, and things we're not really sure about. For the needs, we definitely need some fucking wide receivers. Since week 2 of last year, I have not been happy about our wide receiver core.
Yeah.
Remind me of those wide receivers we had, Luke
Remember
or
when
Noah.
we had fucking Antonio Brown, Julian Edelman, and Josh Gordon?
Yeah,
all
and
on the
Philip
same team?
Dorsett hadn't dropped a pass until like week 4. Remember how
Yes.
nasty he was? He was like
He was
6 for
aight.
6.
He was all right.
He was good.
Week
He was
2
coming
was
up big.
week
He was
2
okay.
was the epitome of ass last year. So I don't want.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Big Ben.
Well,
didn't
actually,
It's the 1 week Antonio Brown was a Patriot, and it was the week the Ben Roethlisberger season was over.
I don't know if
So
Big Ben is who he is right now without that injury last year, though.
move. That's true.
I mean,
Potentially,
maybe, but
yeah.
it
Like
just-
you guys might not be 5-0 if he got hurt or didn't get hurt.
I mean, as everything played out, like us doing that, and then like making the trade for Minka and stuff like that, like I don't completely.
Yeah, that Minka
Like-
trade was fucking crazy. That was huge.
yeah,
It
very
just-
big.
It was just watching our offense last year was the worst fucking thing I've ever had to experience.
Yeah,
So
when you weren't getting fucking rocked in the head with a helmet.
Yeah.
we scored like 6 points every game, so it was.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was just downright awful to watch because we were in the games because our defense was top 3 in the league, but just didn't actually translate
yeah.
to actually being able to win games. But
Yeah, when,
no, week 2 was just bad because I mean, again, that was the only week Antonio Brown was a Patriot, so like
yeah.
that fucking blew
Great
up.
fucking week.
And you guys won
Great week.
43-0.
Yeah,
So like,
against the Dolphins in Miami.
and we started 0-2, and then Ben was out for the rest of the season, and we started 0-2. And we're like, well, this is fucking ass because one, we just got shit on by the Patriots, and now Ben's out for the rest of the year, and then it just wasn't looking great.
Didn't you
Looking
finish
good
like
now.
what, 8-8 last year?
Yeah,
Yep.
we started 1-4.
not terrible considering you started 1-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won like 3 or 4 straight specifically because of our defense. Our defense would just have
Just
one or two.
no steady quarterback, though. You didn't know who
No.
was going in,
Yeah.
Duck or fucking...
Rudolph had
You didn't know
one
if
or
they
two
were going in
solid
with a fucking
games.
concussion.
Yeah.
If they knew who they were.
I
where
can't
they
believe
were
that
at.
man had another human being.
Rudolph
that was
got
on
hurt
him.
like
I
3
can't.
separate times during the season.
So another thing I have that the Patriots need is tight end because, yeah, we drafted 2 of them. Haven't done anything to fix that. David Njoku asked for a trade. Would love to see that.
I would not like to see
Defensive line, because Philip Lindsay absolutely destroyed the Patriots line. He was getting at least... He didn't have, like, big gains, but he always got past the line.
Yeah.
Like he would at least get a first down or, like, 8 yards each. The Patriots have... I think we have a quarterback. I truly think Cam Newton is the future of this team as of now. He needs to not be stuck in the pocket because he did not move at all. Like, he held onto the ball and just took sacks.
He didn't move around at all in the pocket. He's got to move.
Cornerbacks, I think we've had 2 tough weeks, maybe 3 because Gilmore got torched against DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
So maybe they had 3 rough weeks, but I think with J.C. Jackson and Stephon Gilmore, we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Running backs, I think probably the most underrated group on the team. James White is incredible. I think he's stronger now than he was even during that 28-3 season. He just keeps improving.
Yeah.
Damian Harris is young and promising. He ran for over 100 yards in his first ever start. Rex Burkhead, for no reason, has like these great games.
Every year he has like 2-3 games where he just scores 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he's still reliable when he's not. Like he's old.
Yeah, he's...
I think the lowest spot in that position is Sony Michel, which is unfortunate. He just has not been the first round pick that the Red Sox that the Patriots were hoping for.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots, the football team in New England.
Yeah, after his first postseason run that he had, where I think his rookie year when we won the Super Bowl, that postseason he had like 6 touchdowns and like over 300 rushing yards. He did fantastic, but since then he hasn't really done much.
Yeah, I mean,
you hate to see
and
that.
we already have 4, so he makes 4 for a running back group, and I think
and we also have that guy J.J. Taylor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He had did good.
I didn't even know we had him until like the first week of the season, and then he came in for like 2 runs, got mad yards. I was like, who is this man?
Yeah, Michelle is definitely the weakest spot in that. And then the unknown spots, which are kind of scary, we have a kicker, because I don't hate Nick Folk, but I absolutely hold my breath every single time he goes out. Whether it's an extra point, whether it's a 20-yard, 30-yard, 40-yard, he'll miss the 35-yarders and then hit a 54. Like, it does not make sense to me. I hold my breath every time. That's a little scary. Safeties, we have McCourty, who has done... He struggled a little bit this season, but he still is one of the top-tier safeties in the AFC. And also, Patrick Chung being out, we have Kyle Duggar, who is a rookie, who hasn't performed terribly, but you can tell that it's not Patrick Chung there.
Yeah.
So there is that problem. And then a kick returner, I love Gunner, but he hesitates a lot on certain punt returns, and he got cracked on a punt return before he even touched the ball on Sunday.
Clothesline.
That was fucking hilarious. Noah or Luke, rock, paper, scissors. Who do you guys want to run through the stories that we can talk about?
I mean, we can go through them together.
Yeah, go ahead.
Luke, you haven't talked much. We've been talking about the Patriots. You got this one.
That's true. You guys did do the whole thing. Okay, so other notable storylines in this past week. So it was it earlier today, or was it?
Yeah, it was today.
So earlier today, Tua was officially named the starter for the Miami Dolphins.
So I feel like this is a little bit early. Like, I was not expecting this to be this early.
Interesting.
I was
choice.
surprised.
With Fitzpatrick has been playing well, yes.
And the Dolphins sitting at 2nd in the AFC East. I think now only a game behind the Bills, because the Bills have lost 2 straight.
Oh, wow. Holy fuck.
Bills are... What
So,
are they? 4?
Maybe that's why.
4-2.
Maybe they think, maybe they have that much
Miami's
confidence
3-3.
in Tua, to where they're like, okay, we can actually win something this season. Let's try. But I don't know, because Fitzpatrick is winning those games.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
It's
what
an
confuses
interesting
me
choice.
about it, is that as they start doing good, like record-wise, is when you turn to your rookie quarterback is a little interesting.
yeah. So it is definitely interesting, but then you can also see they're playing Aaron Donald their next game.
Rough start for Tua.
But maybe not because Tua is evasive and he can run away. Whereas Ryan Fitzpatrick would get absolutely murdered in that backfield.
I mean, Fitzpatrick got some speed for
He
him.
doesn't have Tua speed.
No, but
But
we're talking about Fitzmagic here, so I need the disrespect to be turned down.
But I also don't think that
bit.
he's running away from Aaron Donald, because Aaron Donald is also fast.
I
as
mean,
fuck.
is anybody really running away from Aaron Donald?
Maybe Tua. Hopefully, I think that's what they're hoping for. I think
But-
that's their
so
whole game plan here.
That's wild. He'll get his first NFL start next week against the Rams. The Dolphins have a bye week this week, so
Yep.
just wild. That
He has a week to prepare.
yeah,
That's true.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. I have predicted in the past, and I'm going to do it again, with the expectation that it will get clipped at some point, that I think Tua will be a bust in the NFL. I've always said this since he got hurt at Alabama. I was like, I don't think he's just not going to form well back into the NFL. And who knows? I'm hoping I eat my words because I like watching players succeed.
Yeah.
Actually, it's in the Patriots division. Maybe I don't want him to do good, but no, obviously, like seeing people succeed. So I hope he does decent. But me personally, just think that he's going to be a bust. Can't wait for that to come back in 4 years when he fucking has 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl ring under his belt.
So what's it called? Another thing that happened: Cardinals beat the Cowboys last night.
The absolute shit.
Did
The
do
Dallas
that.
Cowboys.
So Kyler Murray moved to being 7-0 at Cowboy Stadium, the AT&T Stadium. He was a 3-time state champ in high school. They were talking about during the game. He went 42-0
In high
in high school. Won
Jesus
3
Christ.
state championships.
Texas football for high school, they don't fuck around.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
They take that
I mean,
shit
their
serious.
state championship.
he just played at AT&T
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah,
They're fucking
3
nuts
separate
about their
times.
high school football.
That's about football.
Yeah.
and
That's
then
what
won the Big 12 championship there in
Yep.
2018, and then just won Monday Night Football against the Cowboys. So he's
Stomped
7-0.
The Cowboys. Speaking of
Yeah,
the
AT&T.
Cowboys, players aren't too happy with their coaching staff.
And
They're falling apart.
Yeah, I don't know. They were saying that they weren't planned at all. I don't know how you're not prepared. I mean, you
Yeah.
have all week to prepare for the fact that Dak Prescott is not coming back. Like, as soon as you saw that tackle happen, you knew Dak Prescott was probably not coming back.
Unless you're Tony Romo, in which you thought it was
It was just a cramp.
I think it looked like their game plan was too hesitant, and they didn't know. Especially towards the end of the game, like, yes, they were already out of it, but, like, when they got down in the red zone that last time, like, yes, they did eventually score the touchdown, but, like, they threw, like, 3 fades in a row.
Yeah, and
And,
Andy
like,
Dalton,
one of them got called a pass interference, so like they resetted the downs and got 1st and goal. But like, it just seemed like it was just that was it. It was like, one, you have Zeke, it's 1st and goal. You're on like the 3.
but
why are you?
let's talk about how Zeke did.
Yeah, I get
his
the fumbles,
performance
I
was
get
low.
that, but
He got fed. He just kept throwing
you
it
have
back
the best
up.
player
Yeah.
on your offense, and you're on the 3-yard line on 1st and goal.
Yeah.
You run it in. That's what
You
the
won-
fact that you didn't even try once at all.
You won your fantasy game, right? Like,
yeah,
barely?
I won by 2.
Because you just needed
Yeah.
Zeke to get 10 points, and he fumbled twice in
Yeah.
like the first
Yeah,
quarter.
it was scary for
he
Luke.
got 12 points though, so I won.
But Andy Dalton was hitting corner routes at least. I feel like he hit every corner. He made a couple dumb mistakes that got picked off. But other than that, he's not totally inaccurate.
He didn't look comfortable. In
Yeah,
the
I mean,
offense.
and
He
that
just
could
did.
be due to what the players are saying
Yeah.
now is the coach's fault because
Yeah.
they were not prepared.
It was tough at the beginning though. He was given the disadvantage because like at the beginning of the game he almost threw a pick and it should have been one. But then when you have your run, like Zeke's fumbled the ball away twice, so like, and then they scored on both of those turnovers. You kind of just
It's 14-0.
whenever every single time you turn the ball over, 2 of them being Zeke, so it wasn't even had nothing to do with Andy Dalton, and they scored both times. All of a sudden, you're down by multiple touchdowns, and you have to make those crazy throws because you're down by a lot already.
Yeah.
I saw the Falcons, once the score reached 28-3, the Falcons tweeted, they're like, listen, you don't have to add
Yeah,
us.
we know.
Already know.
It's just so tough.
So self-aware at this point. And that's probably because they got tweeted at 1,000,000 times
Over the
2
Braves,
days ago
yeah.
about the Braves.
Another absolutely insane stat. Related to the Cowboys, more the NFC East as a whole. That absolutely crashed.
Absolute rip to the entertainment factor of that entire division.
Yeah.
They're all fucking garbage.
So the Bears, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Seahawks, the Ravens, and the Titans all have 5 wins on the season, and the NFC East combined has 5 wins on the season.
Yeah, they're 5-18-1 as a division.
I mean, the only games they have to worry about is when they play each other.
Yeah,
because those are the games that matter.
Those are the only games they're going to win.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Eagles won a goddamn Super Bowl not that long ago.
They sold their soul for that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Because they have not gone anywhere.
They haven't done anything since.
Stuff. I mean, the amount of injuries they've had this season.
Has Peterson been fired? Doug
No,
Peterson?
He's still there.
No,
He's got to be on the hot seat.
Their whole receiving core is out.
No,
and now Ertz is hurt.
Yeah. No, they're
and
their offense.
they're looking. I
and
think
Miles Sanders is out for a couple weeks too, so they literally have no one.
I think they're looking to trade Ertz. During
He's out for 3 to 4 weeks now. So
yeah, so he would be back the week after the trade deadline, I believe.
That stuff.
So I don't know.
But I think the fact that they
I
can
don't want
still
the Patriots to
possibly
grab
make
him.
the playoffs, I don't know if
Any
they will.
team in that division
I'm
can
saying.
still make the fucking playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if the Eagles would do that because they're like, oh, if we can sneak in and I mean, they'll probably be over optimistic, be like, oh, we might be able to win a playoff game for some fucking reason.
Yeah,
so
it's
like, you're able to.
So wild to think that the Giants started off 0-5, and they're only a game behind to lead that division.
They need to rework the divisions around. I mean,
It's
Jesus
tough.
Christ. That shouldn't be a thing.
It is tough.
There shouldn't be an entire division that's just...
They're just all bad. They're just all bad.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason why I picked the 49ers over the Rams the other night, because the Rams, they started off 4-1, but the 4 teams they beat were all the NFC East teams.
Yeah, but then... Didn't the 49ers lose to an NFC East team?
They did, but they only... I mean, yeah, but...
They lost to the Eagles.
The Rams also had the majority of their team playing.
Yeah,
the Niners did not.
Yeah. It's true.
That is correct.
That's a wild stat that there's 6 teams that have as many wins as that entire division.
Yeah, it's sad. It's quite sad. That division is fucking awful. I don't remember our predictions. I think I predicted
the
the Eagles.
Cowboys.
I might have predicted the Cowboys, actually.
I think we all said Cowboys.
Probably right.
What?
I thought
And
the Washington football team was going on 16.
Had
Little
we
did
did.
I know that there actually might be a team that goes on 16 this year. The Jets are fucking
had
atrocious.
So bad.
Had Dak stayed healthy, I think I would have stayed with the Cowboys. But it's just hard to say now. Like, yeah.
Because you could be like, oh, maybe the Eagles have the edge now because like the Cowboys look awful, but the Eagles also have no one,
I mean,
and they are also looking just
really,
as bad.
It really is up to like when they face each other.
Yeah,
Be a fun time.
those are the biggest games.
Yeah,
I just realized like the Steelers still have to face that. Pretty sure we face that. Like we have to face the Cowboys. We just faced the Eagles, so we still have to face. We already faced the Giants. We have to face the Redskins and the
Whoa,
Cowboys.
whoa, whoa,
The
whoa!
Washington football team.
Redskins
Whoa!
do not exist no
The
more.
Washington football team. My bad.
We are not that type of show,
bad.
Luke.
My bad.
Noah said that the other day on the couch, and my girlfriend was like, "What'd you say?" He was like, "The Redskins."
Yeah, it took me
she was
like
like,
2 or 3 times.
she was like, "The who?" And he was like, "The Reds." And then he was like, "Oh shit, the football team."
Football team. My bad.
It's so tough.
Yeah, so we have to face the Washington football team and the Cowboys. Still in this season.
Easy dubs.
I'd like to see that.
Mahomes is the fastest player to 90 career touchdowns. I don't think anyone ever. I didn't know that was a stat. But,
I mean, everything is a stat now.
but I mean,
He's the
congratulations.
fastest to reach 90.
If someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's a stat that's the fastest to reach 90 in a career," I'd be like, "Yeah, Pat Mahomes,
Yeah.
probably." I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you'd think they wouldn't go to 90. You'd think they'd go to 100.
yeah, but it's a possibility that Pat Mahomes might not be that.
yeah,
So they got to throw an award
They
at
got-
the golden child.
yeah. They gotta milk everything.
Yeah, facts.
It's unfortunate, it really is, because he really is a good player. But the way the media makes me not like him, and it's not his fault.
Yeah.
Actually, his girlfriend makes me not like him because she's fucking ridiculous. What did you hear? She was gonna punch a UPS driver because he said "Go Cowboys" when he dropped off something.
Jesus.
What the fuck is wrong with her? It's a meme, dude. It's literally like yeah, you're a I don't know. Like he's an NFL football player. You're gonna get hate.
Yeah,
That's how the shit
Yeah.
works. You're famous.
and I remember. I think after they lost to the Raiders, didn't she tweet about how like the NFL's rigged or something?
Yeah, dude. She was
Like,
like,
the
"These
NFL
fucking refs are jerking me off" or some shit. It was ridiculous.
Like the NFL would
I bet she
put
tweeted that.
put their golden child at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, didn't
Like,
happen.
that's not-
Hate to
He's the
break
face
it
of
to
the
you.
league. They're gonna, if anything, they're gonna rig it for him, not
Yeah.
against him.
Yeah, I mean, but
The Raiders
she's
just outplayed them,
dude. Her
which is-
yell, her post-game yell that she does on.
It's a squeal. That's
I've
what-
never seen it, and I do not plan on seeing it.
Yeah,
I
don't.
haven't.
Don't do it.
I started hating her when she went to Foxborough, and she was like, all the fans were yelling at me and calling me mean names, and then like videos come out of like her flipping the fucking fans off before
Yeah.
everyone was booing her, and I was like, well, go fuck yourself then.
Yeah,
like
it's
don't. This
it's
is
self-imposed.
sports fans are passionate, especially
Especially in
Boston and
yeah.
Massachusetts,
you
the
can't
Massachusetts
you can't
area.
just flip people off around you and expect
Yeah,
to
what
not
the
get a
fuck?
reaction.
Yeah.
Speaking of fans being wild, the Eagles let fans in for 1 week, and there was already a fight. Did you guys see the fucking? You didn't
No, I
see
didn't
it,
see it, no.
bro? There was a
Yeah,
fight
I
at
don't know.
Eagles Stadium.
Stuff.
The dude like walked over a fucking 4 rows, like he had no. I thought he was gonna fall. He didn't fall, but yeah, they beat the shit out of each other.
That's
Jesus.
crazy.
You love to see football back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all the way back now. The only thing we need is some Bills fans putting each other through tables.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
happens outside the stadium though.
Send in the fucking videos then. Let me see. Let me see the play
Like
the
I'm
hits.
sure somewhere in Buffalo it's happening.
Yo,
Like I'm sure
remember-
they have some sort of congregation
I don't
of
think it was
Bills fans.
It was either last year or the year before when the Patriots were playing in Buffalo. Someone threw a dildo
Not
onto
the
the field.
dildo. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
that's
classic.
funny.
Great. I fucking love the Bills Mafia. I hate
Yeah.
the Bills because I'm a Patriots fan, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I absolutely love the Bills Mafia. Fucking the
Yeah.
gift that keeps on giving. Unfortunately, their team is good, and they're not allowed to see them in the stadiums,
Yeah.
which fucking sucks.
Yeah, stuff.
First time in forever that they've been good, and now they can't see them. But great fan base.
Yep. So moving on. The Niners just can't catch a break with the injuries, man.
Yeah, I think,
Mostert-
but I think Mostert wasn't ready to go
It's a
because this is
possibility.
the same injury he's had. I think he re-sprained it.
Well, he came back. He came back last week. This was his second week back.
Yeah.
And then now he's on IR, which for my fantasy team I'm not too mad about because I have McKinnon, and when Mostert was out, McKinnon was going crazy. He was scoring like 20 points a game.
Yeah, I think Josh is pretty upset about it. Josh
I have
is not-
Mostert.
That's tough.
Mostert is indeed
So
on my
this
team.
this is the week I'm facing Josh.
Well, it's a good thing Mostert
Harley-
will no longer be on my team.
But like
Yeah.
what is Naheem Hines the running back on the?
yeah.
They have a bye week, so you literally don't have a running back right now.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out after the show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Josh is without. I don't know if you have a running back on your bench either. I think you literally don't.
Yeah, because
have
I think
one. Oh, you have Eckler, but he's on the IR, so
Yeah,
you
he's out.
literally don't.
Jesus fucking Christ,
you
dude.
literally
What?
don't have one.
Yeah,
That's
I think
unfortunate.
Yeah.
for our league, I think my team is out. It's just, I think I'm 2-4 now. My other league though, I'm doing well. I think I started off 0-2, but I'm 4-2 now, which is nice.
That's pretty
So-
good.
So
That's
at least one team is doing good.
I've
But
not
The one that
but the
doesn't
one-
get you a trophy.
The one that I would rather have do
Yeah,
well
yeah.
is not. So
Yeah.
it's sad.
I've
but-
knocked off the undefeated teams in back
two
to back
two weeks in a row. Yeah, you love to see it. I got shit stomped by one of those teams this week.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately.
Toby's team had a bad week against my team last week.
I lost bad this week. I'm
I mean,
pretty sure.
Toby's team had the same type of week this week. It's just your team had a really bad week, and you had a bunch of bye weeks this week, right?
Yeah,
You had Russell Wilson was out.
yeah.
Metcalf was out.
Metcalf was out.
I got beat this week.
Stuff.
My backup quarterback, because for some reason I wasn't paying attention, and got Justin Herbert, who also has the same fucking
Yeah, so you had to go
bye
Nick
week in
Foles.
Seattle. So I had to get Nick Foles,
Yeah.
and he didn't do too good.
I got beat 125-91 this week.
That is not good.
It was. I had.
I just know I won by 2, and I was shitting myself the entire Cowboys game because it was like I'm so close. And then on one of their final drives, I was like, Elliott just wasn't on the field, and I'm like, I need 1.5 points right now. And
Yeah.
Elliott's just not going to be on the field. It was Tony Pollard, and every
Yeah.
time they tried to pass to him, he dropped it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just do the same play
because
with
of,
Elliott. Like eventually they did it
Because of all the rescheduling for COVID, both of my tight ends were out. Chris Carson was on a bye week. And so I had to put Jamal Williams from the Packers. He's a second string.
I didn't
I had
even know he was in the
Devontae
league.
Freeman as my running back. They combined for 10.1
Oh.
together. And Devontae Parker didn't do jack shit either.
I had Matt Ryan on my bench, and he scored 31. So
That's
if I
unfortunate.
started him over Ben, it's annoying because the Steelers scored 38, but Ben got me 10 fantasy points.
Yeah, it's not good.
So, because all of our touchdowns were of the rushing variety. So,
while we were talking about Raheem Mostert going on IR and all the injuries that have happened, this Twitter page, who's probably the best Twitter NFL page ever, NFL updates, definitely follow them, released a all defense and all offense IR team, and I'm going to tell you what, this team could win a fucking Super Bowl. Like, their talent, the amount of people that are hurt this year, the amount of big names that are hurt this year is fucking incredible. Do you have the picture for that? I don't remember if I have it.
I do, yeah. So the all-offense team for season-ending IR injuries. So at quarterback, Dak Prescott. Running back, Saquon Barkley, Marlon Mack, and Tariq Cohen. At wide receiver, Courtland Sutton, Tyrell Williams, and at tight end, O.J. Howard. Then offensive lineman, the Taylor Lewan. I mean, I don't know.
Taylor Lewan.
That guy.
Titans.
Yeah, he just tore his ACL this past week. Tyron Smith, Brandon Brooks, Kelechi Osemele, and Mike Pouncey.
I think the wide receiver position is probably the
Sutton and Tyrell Williams.
Yeah. I mean, those aren't great. Like,
I mean,
those
Sutton is really good. Tyrell Williams had success on the Raiders this past season.
Speaking of Dak still leads the league in passing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people, including our cousin, who I don't know if it's just to get under the skin of his family members who are Cowboys fans, but I truly think that he believes Dak Prescott is fucking awful.
I don't know how you believe that.
Yeah, he's consistently the best Cowboy on the field. So after what? He hasn't been here for an entire game.
He hasn't been for a game plus like a quarter.
Yeah, almost a
and
game
he
and
still
a half.
leads I think by 100 yards too.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was second. Well, it was a close second, but just the fact that was, and Matt Ryan threw for over 300 yards last game. So just the fact
Matt
that
Ryan's
was a thing.
first game, I think he had 500. So
yeah,
just
the fact that was a thing. So then the season-ending IR all defense team. Defensive end, there's Nick Bosa and Chandler Jones.
Both great fucking players.
D-tackle, Kawan Short and Vita Vea. Outside linebacker, Von Miller and Anthony Barr. Inside linebacker, Devin Bush, who just tore his ACL this past week.
That was tough.
It's fucking the worst. Because I saw it happen.
And it's unfortunate when you're winning by such a high margin.
As soon as I saw him go down, I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, as soon as things are really looking up, I was like, that's an ACL. Because it was a non-contact. I'm like, and then he went immediately grabbed his knee. I'm like, that's it.
Rip.
Benardrick McKinney, the other inside linebacker. Cornerback, Tavon Young and Robert Alford. And safeties, Derwin James and Malik Hooker.
It's been tough. It's been a tough season for these big names.
Yeah. It's tough. You hate to see all those injuries.
And with injuries, you have to find people to replace them, and the trade deadline is coming up soon. There were 4 names, I think, shouted out today that are possible. From Cincinnati, we have John Ross, who came out and said that he would like to be traded. He's the leader in the 40-yard dash, right? He ran the fastest.
He's the fastest. Is a 4.22, I want to say.
Yeah, I think
absolutely incredible. I'm not saying the Patriots need a wide receiver, but I am saying that the Patriots definitely fucking need a wide receiver, so let's get in on that. I mean,
he was a first-rounder, so, for what he's done in his career, he's definitely been a bust so far, but they haven't
used him.
It's because he gets hurt all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate.
Because, he had a few really good games to start the season last year, and then got hurt.
I think he could still do good.
And he got hurt the previous year.
I think in a good system, he will do good. Julio Jones and Matt Ryan were both talked about to being traded, which is wild because we just said that Matt Ryan is second.
I don't think Matt Ryan's going anyway.
Me neither, but I don't think they have faith in him being the future anymore. I think they're kind of over him.
Maybe so, but you'd make that move in the offseason.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. But that
Julio Jones would be wild, though.
Julio Jones would be wild. Another person that I would absolutely love for the Patriots to make trade for, and I don't know who the Patriots could give up.
I mean, if you're the Falcons, you need to not pull a Texans and get a first rounder for Julio Jones.
I think I would honestly. This is why I'm not a coach, but I would give up. I don't think they would take this just because again they don't need Edelman, but I would give up Edelman a first and second rounder for Julio Jones, or first and third rounder for Julio Jones.
Yeah,
I feel
I think I would do that
because even though Julio Jones is old, he's going to instantly be the best player on that team.
Yeah.
No matter where he is, he will be the best player on that team. So Please, dude, if there is a God, let me get John Ross or Julio Jones. And then David Njoku is another big name that I think the Patriots could use.
The Browns just kind of stopped you. Like, I get it. They got Austin Hooper, and it was going to be a battle for Njoku to really get targets and receptions.
Yeah, but they don't even use a two tight end. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
They could use a two tight end system.
They don't.
But they don't.
They just have not so far.
The Steelers would be scary with David Njoku, Eric Ebron, and Chase Claypool. That would be a scary situation.
I don't think
the Browns would trade within
the
the division, especially to a team that's so fucking dominant right now.
I don't think the Steelers would be.
I think if you guys ran a two tight end system, it would be unstoppable. Just because Ben loves his tight ends.
Yeah.
Chase Claypool is already built like a fucking tight end.
Yeah, he's essentially the second tight end.
So I mean, they would be disgusting.
He scored again this week, right?
He had another rushing touchdown, yeah. He scored the most points. I mean, if I had started Matt Ryan, I would have had 31. But he scored the most points out of any of my fantasy players. He had 18.1.
Definitely love to see him doing that. Another former Notre Dame player was just signed. Manti Te'o.
I saw that.
Was just signed to a practice squad.
Really?
Do you remember what team it was?
No.
I know he was on the Saints.
Yeah, he used to be on the Saints.
It was it wasn't the Cardinals. It was, what team was it? I remember, but I saw it popped up on my phone, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's wild that he's just...
Yeah. He hasn't been on the Saints for at least 2 years.
It's been at least a year, yeah.
I'm sorry, this dude... So this is off topic, but this dude comment... Because I'm on this Patriots group chat, or this group, and someone was like... it was about... I don't even remember what the post was about. I think it was about... Yeah, it was the Patriots' push to possibly get Zach Ertz. And... someone was like, funny how when Tom was there, Bill didn't give two shits about upgrading the talent on offense. And I was like, Antonio Brown, literally because Brady wanted him.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon, even though it didn't work, Mohamed Sanu was because Brady wanted another weapon. Yeah. This dude was like, yeah, true, but none of it panned out.
Yeah, you can't.
So that doesn't mean Bill didn't fucking try.
I also found out it was the Bears practice squad.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Manti Te'o. Love Manti Te'o. Unfortunate what the internet did to that man.
Yeah.
When he was in college. Quite a disgusting act. I mean, and that will be forever what he is known for.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Sanchez butt fumble, Manti Te'o ghost girlfriend. It's same sentence.
Update on the World Series. The Dodgers are up 2-0 in the top of the fifth at the moment.
Did they hit a home run in the fourth inning?
I don't know.
Can we figure that out? Because if I said that, I'll be hyped.
I'm looking at the moment. Hold on.
I will be quite excited.
I gotta go to the play-by-play section.
Play-by-play
Bellinger. Yeah, Bellinger homered. 2-run homer in the bottom of the fourth.
Let's go! I'm so excited.
Oh, Kevin Kiermaier just...
I feel like Luke now.
Kiermaier just hit a solo home run. It's 2-1.
Oh, nice. That was the update.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
As we were going. But, no. So, guys, want to talk about one of the better matchups this week?
So yeah, we'll get into our predictions, and we'll start off with that game. Is that a good idea?
Sure.
Start
with Steelers Titans.
Probably
because that's a 1:00 game.
Yeah, probably going to be game of the week.
Two 5-0 teams, two of the three undefeated teams so far.
Yeah.
What's going to come down to in this game? I am pretty confident. The Steelers have surprised me. They surprised me last week, just absolutely dismantling the Browns. That's not what I expected to have. I expected us to win. I was confident about winning, but didn't expect
to expose the Browns. Baker Mayfield should not have played.
That is a fact. But
his rib is fucked up.
The Browns led the league in rushing yards per game going into that game. Kareem Hunt had 40 rushing yards.
Oof, that's unfortunate.
They did nothing as an offense, and after putting up, I get it. Was that against the Cowboys? They put up 49.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So putting up 49, and then nothing, just getting absolutely dismantled.
And again, I don't think Mayfield should have been on that field.
No,
he seemed like he was in pain from the first quarter.
Yeah, then he got decked from behind by Cam Hayward, and then he was taken out after that.
But the Steelers are goddamn probably the most impressive team up until this point. The Titans, however, after not being able to legally practice, we'll call it that because
they've been insane,
but they have come back
the last 2 weeks
and have gone off. Their first game back, they fucking destroyed.
Yeah, they put up 42 against the Bills.
Yeah, did not expect that
Yeah,
at all.
They almost, but Texas did almost come back in this past week against them.
Yeah.
They were up. It was like 21-7 or 21-3, and then all of a sudden it was 23-21 Texans. But then eventually the Titans took back over, and then they just couldn't
They
stop
won in
Derrick.
Overtime.
Yeah,
Derrick
they just
Henry.
couldn't stop Derrick Henry.
Derrick
That
Henry.
was,
Derrick Henry is a
Yeah.
different fucking animal.
246 total yards. I think 216 rushing yards.
yeah,
He
just
has
absolutely
I think,
insane.
since 2018. I want to say he has 3 games with 200 plus rushing yards, and the rest of the league has 4.
This dude lined up as quarterback for the direct
Yeah.
snap at the
Yeah.
end of the game,
And then
and
just
as
ran
soon
it
as he lined up, I was like, well,
Yeah, you're not
that's
tackling
game.
him.
He's just running
That's-
straight through
I-
the offensive line and
I mean,
defensive line.
obviously, it's not a and anyone looking at this game, they would think the exact same thing. That a big thing that's going to decide this game is whether the Steelers can stop him. Like it's an obvious point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just the Steelers have been so good against the run this year. Apart from like 1 or 2 random, like Miles Sanders had a 76-yard rushing touchdown against us, and that
Yeah.
accounts for a lot
Yeah.
of the yards we've given up rushing wise. But we've stopped so many teams with rushing. Like, I understand it was the Giants and like that was before Barkley got hurt, but Barkley just nothing, like
Yeah.
absolutely nothing week 1.
I do
we-
think that kind of gets ignored when we're talking about Derrick Henry, though, because he is a different species of human.
It's going to be a huge test for both of the teams if.
I said this on
The
Twitter.
Titans have the Bills were really good, are really good on defense. So like they should have been able to stop Derrick Henry. They just weren't able to do it. But like Ryan Tannehill went off in that game too.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns like the first.
So,
half.
and the Steelers secondary this past week, Browns versus compared to Titans isn't the same type of caliber type thing going on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I said on Twitter this past week that I publicly apologized to Luke and said that I will not doubt the Steelers, and I'm going to keep my word, and I'm picking the Steelers this week.
Yeah, I keep down the Steelers too, and I can't just.
I swear to God,
gotta
this is
go.
the one week that we lose.
Dude, I'll be
Yeah,
so
guys,
fucking pissed.
If I finally put faith in the Steelers and they lose.
I mean, the reason why Luke or Noah is so behind in our pick'em is because that he's
I've picked
picked
against
against
them 3
Steelers.
times, I think.
and I
and
have
they
not
keep
picked
winning,
against
and
them.
you have not picked against them.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
I gotta go Steelers. I mean, they're just too impressive. Dude, they might fucking lose this week, but I'm not going back on it. I'm not going back.
I mean, if they were
Picking the
going to
Steelers.
lose a week, it would be it would be this one. It wouldn't if we lost. I wouldn't be.
Noah
extremely
is
upset.
so
thinking about it.
fucking ready to switch his pick right now. I can see it in your face. You want to pick the Titans so bad.
It's not
I do.
it's not a crazy pick.
I know.
Because I do need to catch up on Luke. And if I pick the same things as him.
You can't gain anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also don't lose anything if you pick the same thing.
But you can't gain anything.
But I can't gain anything.
But you'd rather
I'm
be
going
even than
Steelers.
go behind.
I'll decide in a few.
All right.
going Steelers.
Before the end of the episode, we'll come back to that.
After we go through all of our picks, depending on how.
Okay.
All right, and we'll
pick a
go
lot.
straight to the top of the CBS app.
Yeah,
And,
so
we'll
the
go to the.
Thursday night game.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
This is a tough one.
Giants Eagles. We just talked about how important these games are going to be. This is a
mean-
tough one, not because they're good teams, because they're both absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I mean,
Going Eagles.
the Eagles
I
don't
don't
have
They
anyone.
literally,
bro.
yeah, they don't have any offense after losing Sanders and Ertz.
They don't
And
have
like
anyone.
everybody else is already hurt. Gotta go.
Going Eagles.
It's such a tough.
I'm gonna go Giants.
They just won their first game, right?
Yeah.
Did they? Was it at MetLife though? No, I think the Jets were at MetLife.
No, the Jets.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was because they played Washington, and I'm pretty sure Washington was the away team. Yeah, I'm going Giants. I think.
What about you?
It's tough.
I think just the fact that it's Travis Fulgham and that's the only person on that offense right now. I kind of have to go Giants as well because it's Boston Scott and Travis Fulgham.
The Eagles
and
literally
Carson Wentz.
have nobody.
Yeah,
They
I
have
mean
none
it's
of their,
it's
I think their
tough.
top 2 or 3 receivers are gone.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders is gone, and now Zach Ertz is gone.
This is for sure going to be a
Deshaun
tough game.
Jackson's still hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't think he hasn't not been hurt since re-signing with the Eagles.
Yeah.
To be I know he wants to have this big Eagles homecoming,
I
but he
think
just has not
last-
been healthy.
Last year he put up like 42 points in fantasy week 1, and
And then
was
got hurt.
the rest of the
Yeah.
season.
Yep.
So our next game.
Or you're going Giants or
yeah, Giants.
Okay, so our next game is going to be Buffalo Jets.
I mean,
We
we
won't-
don't have to talk about
mean,
this.
You won't see me picking the Jets once this year.
Yeah, I don't think you will for me
yeah.
either. I think we've all
Bills-
kind of gone to
Bills
the
this
fact
week
that
for
it's
sure.
very possible. Especially,
So
is
Bills-
Joe Flacco the starter of this game?
I'm not sure.
I mean, who cares?
I don't know.
Bills by fucking 52, to be honest.
I don't know if they've announced Sam Darnold's.
Either way.
Saints
Right.
Panthers is the next game, and
It's a big game.
Michael-
I don't want to be too bold here.
I don't think we mentioned this last week, but Michael Thomas did not play last week because he got into a fight with a teammate, so they sat him. So he's back this week,
He is back this week.
and Saints are coming off a bye week, so they've had a lot of practice to prepare. I mean,
See, I forgot that this was their bye week. I feel like I would have went Panthers, but now that you
Yeah.
mentioned it's their
I'm
bye
gonna-
week, I
I'm
feel like
gonna
it's a
go.
huge thing.
Panthers have looked solid.
Yeah, they've looked good.
but
Mike
I mean,
Davis has been.
This
unreal
isn't.
since
Yeah,
coming
they're. I
back.
think they're on a rebuild. I think they're slowly building a team now.
yeah,
They got the quarterback I think they wanted because Bridgewater hasn't been.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
hasn't been the greatest quarterback, but he's getting wins and he's doing what he
Yeah.
has to. He's doing his job.
McCaffrey being hurt does hurt, but I mean, their Mike Davis, the running back, has been insane, and
Yeah, he
Robbie Anderson's having an insane year for them too.
yeah. Mike Davis has been playing really well. He had a slow week last week, though. I think he put up like 12 in fantasy.
Either way,
Terrible.
it's. I mean, doing anything compared to what Christian McCaffrey could be putting up. Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey's supposed to be back in a couple to few weeks, depending.
That's good. They're gonna need him. But I'm going Saints.
Yeah, I mean,
I am also going Saints.
Browns Bengals. Now, here's the thing: if Baker Mayfield is on the field, I really think the Browns will win.
Yeah.
Who's his backup? Who played?
Oh my God, I should know this because I just saw
You-
him
you
play.
did
yeah,
watch
you
the
did
game.
watch the game.
No idea. But
Give me a second.
I think if
should
the
know it.
Bengals win that, if Baker Mayfield's not on it, I like Joey Burrow a lot. But they have no They have no line.
Oh, Case
Jo-
Keenum as their backup.
Oh yeah,
Case Keenum can win some football games.
He didn't look very good against us.
Yeah, but the Bengals don't look good ever.
Talk about the Browns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who they're
I'm
they're facing.
I'm gonna go Browns.
I'm also going
me
Browns,
too.
but that's with the assumption that Baker Mayfield's somehow able to play.
So good meme that we were just talking about the NFC East having to face each other,
Yes,
and now
this
this
is
is
the
our
big week.
second one. This is the week. Cowboys Washington football team.
I have
Listen right now,
I have-
Ron Rivera and dickhead douchebag.
Dickhead douchebag.
yeah.
Dan Schneider.
Dan fuckbag.
Yep.
Start Alex Smith this fucking moment,
Facts.
all right, and let him beat the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I put my faith in the Washington football team a couple times this year.
Has not
No,
gone your way.
It hasn't, but I think this is the week. This is the week that they make me proud.
I mean, the Cowboys,
I'm
based off of anything last week or yesterday,
Yeah.
is quite sad. What you going with, Luke?
I have to believe
know,
that they're
though.
going to have like some sort of
Yeah, they're gonna rinse.
facing the Washington football team.
It's a tough one.
My biggest problem is the locker room issues that have arisen today.
Yeah.
Is it really is a thing? If it is really a story that the players do not trust the coaches,
Yep.
I doubt the coaches are losing trust in play. Or I would expect that the coaches are losing trust in players as well. So with that being said, I don't know if this team looks like it's in shambles at the moment.
I'm going Cowboys, but if they lose, you have the same record as the Washington football team.
Yeah.
And if the Giants win, if they beat the Eagles, then the Eagles would technically be
division
in
fucking
last place,
sucks.
but there'd be
No.
3 teams that are 2-5.
I think the fact that the locker room issues have come to light these past few days might
Help them
help them
understand. Yeah, I get it.
fix that. At least they'll start to like working towards fixing it. And Andy Dalton started his first game in fucking forever.
Yeah,
So,
I'm still going.
I mean,
Washington
and
football team.
they don't have Dak, but they do have a lot of weapons. They still
Yeah,
have
if their weapons
Cooper,
don't fucking
Gallup,
throw
Also,
the ball up every
Lamb.
5 seconds.
Leighton Vander Esch is
And-
activated for this upcoming week. Their
that's
linebacker.
That's also big.
He's coming back.
I'm switching to Cowboys.
Just because of that reason.
I'm
No,
staying
it's-
staying Washington. I think they need to start Alex Smith first off.
They
but
should, but they started Kyle Allen last week for some reason.
yeah. No, I'm starting.
In a game that
I'm
they-
going Washington.
In a game against the Giants, who they
Need to win.
yeah. So I'm going Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Washington. The Cowboys just didn't even look like a football team, and they're playing the fucking football team. So, Lions Falcons, another tough game based on the fact that both of these teams love choking.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. Lions. What did they won this past week, right? I feel like they had a really good game this past week.
I know DeAndre Swift had kind of went off for them. Fairly
Yeah,
certain.
Yeah, they
good
beat
enough.
the Jags 34-16.
It was the Jags.
I mean, they also played the Falcons this week, though, so it's like
Falcons are coming off their first win.
Yeah, but Matt Ryan might be playing for his fucking job this week. Like, we might have to think about that.
Falcons did put up. I mean, I get it. The Vikings are also 1-5, but the Falcons did put up 40 last week.
They put up points. Like, the Falcons do put up points.
yeah.
But their
defense
defense
is the
only
problem.
gave up 23.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Dalvin Cook didn't play, but like,
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I picked the Falcons, and they've disappointed me before. You could say that was just
I mean,
no chance the Falcons had a shot in
Yeah.
that game that I picked them.
these two teams are both like experts at blowing leads.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like,
gonna
it's a
go.
toss-up.
I'm gonna go Falcons just because their
Yeah.
offense was that good last game.
Yeah,
That
I think I agree.
because Matt Ryan
Yeah,
is a
me
different
too.
quarterback when Julio Jones is on the field. Obviously, that's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is how it is. But
And also, both of them could very well be playing for their jobs
I mean,
for
granted,
the Atlanta Falcons. Although I'm sure Julio Jones
Julio
wouldn't
Jones
mind
wouldn't
going
mind
to a
going-
better football
yeah.
team. But you still want to have a job, a secure
Yeah,
job,
yes,
and he
it
has that. So are we all going Atlanta?
yeah.
Let's not choke this one away, please, Atlanta. Green Bay Packers versus the Texans. The Green Bay Packers got absolutely exposed this past week
yes,
against a very good football team, a team that we believe is just starting to click. We talked about this last week in their loss, that they were getting ready, and it just took them to have one more bad game for Brady to be like, all right, guys, let's stop fucking getting these dumb holding penalties and let's get it
They
together.
also got Godwin back.
Yeah, and this dude Tyler Johnson is a stud. I think he's a rookie. He played well in the Chicago game, and then he also caught a touchdown pass. And Gronk caught a touchdown pass
his
this
first
past year.
one as a Buck.
Yep, and they are clicking. They look good. Unfortunately, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the Green Bay Packers, who got
Yeah.
exposed. They're playing the Texans, however,
I think they're gonna rebound.
so I think they rebound.
Yeah, I don't.
They
Yeah.
show.
That might have been. That's
Same
going to be
team.
Aaron Rodgers' worst game of the season.
Yeah,
for
I don't.
sure.
I don't see Aaron Rodgers having back-to-back games like that. I mean, he threw 2 picks within 3 passes, and he
Yeah.
threw 160 yards, I think, which is
Something like
very
that.
low for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
against-
think he's having another
Against the
game like that.
Texans, yeah, no, I think they rebound. I think probably won't be a close game, to be honest. I think the Packers probably win by a couple possessions.
A game. What did you pick?
I pick Packers as
Big
well.
Packers. Okay.
Yeah.
A team that, or a game that I think is going to be closer than at first glance people might think of. Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona
It
Cardinals.
should be a very close game.
I'm going to have a bold pick. It's not too bold, but I'm going to have the Seattle defense has not done a good job this season at all. And I think
No.
with DeAndre Hopkins, and if you're covering him, Kyler Murray will run 40 yards on your ass, no
Yeah.
problem. And I think with that, it'll be a very high scoring game because the Cardinals defense is also not that good.
Yeah.
They look good
They looked good last
yesterday,
night, they're playing
but
the
they also
Cowboys.
played the goddamn Cowboys, and
That guy,
Zeke had butter on his hands.
That guy, Buda Baker.
Yeah,
He's a
went
fucking
insane.
off
animal.
last night.
Yeah,
He
he's a
went
stud.
crazy.
He's fucking interesting. Probably one of the most underrated defensive players in the league
Yeah.
because
He's one of the highest paid though. at his position.
because he's very consistent. He's
Yeah.
a good player, but he's just not one that's talked about enough.
Yeah, you don't hear his name a lot.
I think the Cardinals. Let's call it an upset. I guess. Right? It could be. Is that an upset? The Cardinals beat
Well, yeah,
them.
and the Seahawks are 5-0.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
I'm
I'm going Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna pick
I'm
Cardinals.
picking Seahawks.
Now that makes me doubt my decision because Luke picked the Seahawks, and
I mean, you also picked the Braves.
I did do that.
I mean, come on, we didn't have to
also
throw that shot.
also picked the Rays though.
When
Yeah,
you
correct.
When you pick an Atlanta team, you gotta face the repercussions.
Yeah, I learned that a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. But I think Seattle's defense has struggled. They are coming off a bye week, which they might be able to get it together.
Yeah.
I just think DeAndre Hopkins is a scary motherfucker, and him
Him and Kyler Murray kind of looked off sync last night.
But Kyler Murray still was able to escape and run when he has to. I mean, he didn't look good, but they even said this on the game yesterday that even though he didn't have his best game, the wide receivers around him had their best games.
Yeah,
so
Christian Kirk did.
And that has to happen because DeAndre Hopkins is not going to have a standout game every single game because he will be covered.
It just seemed that the passes that I saw that were thrown towards Hopkins were just offline. They just
they weren't saying
good passes.
I'm sure that's something they'll work on. I'm sure it's a one-time fluke.
Yeah,
I think they could upset the Seattle Seahawks this week.
Murray he threw 9 for 24, and they still blew him out.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying the Seahawks are going to lose bad. I think Russell Wilson will still throw 4 or 5 touchdowns.
I think it'll be a great game.
But I think the Cardinals will come away with this one.
I think this could be not game of the week as in going into it this is America's game of the week, but I think it could be one of the best games of the week going
absolutely.
Looking back after
yeah,
it happens.
definitely.
And then Chargers Jags. The Chargers are coming off a bye week. Let's fucking go, Justin Herbert. Please, can we get this man a win?
Yeah, Herbert's gonna shit all over the Jags.
What can we do to get Justin Herbert a win, and can we have that happen as soon as possible? Because he is playing his fucking ass off. He's absolutely balling out. He's disgusting as a quarterback.
Yep.
My favorite quarterback out of this draft for sure. And I said that before he got drafted. I was like, I know the Patriots can't move up to 4, but I would be very okay with them moving up to 4 or 5 to grab him. He was my favorite quarterback to look out for coming out of the draft. I said this before. And he has exceeded expectations on all accounts. The fact that he became a starting quarterback in one split second before the game, 10 minutes before the game started, didn't even know, is incredible, and he has not missed a beat on that. He's made a couple dumb mistakes. There was one where he had 5 yards. There was no one in front of him, and he decided to force the ball that got picked. Rookie mistakes that happen. I think the Chargers absolutely decimate the Jags this week.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm with you on that. So, Chiefs-Broncos is our next one?
The Broncos looked good, but the Patriots also just did not look good.
Broncos didn't really look good, though.
So they got down the field.
They had to settle for field goals 6 times.
Yeah. They're also facing
We just played
Chiefs
dog
now.
shit.
Yeah. So
But the Chiefs play down to competition, but quite often.
You're right.
Yeah, sometimes.
And Drew Lock, I don't know if Drew Lock was feeling good. I don't know if he was, because it was his first start back. I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah,
Chiefs you can't not do that.
The next game hurts me. It hurts me so bad for the team I'm picking. We've talked about it before. Me and my cousin, or me and Noah's family is all diehard 49ers fans.
Yep.
We're the odd ones out. We love the Patriots. I'm going to go with the 49ers this game. Just because going off last week, and I know that's tough because, again, 2 practices, but the 49ers look like they're back.
Yeah.
They
Jimmy
played.
G looked like
Jimmy G was getting the ball out like he was week 1, week 2, or week 1 because he got hurt week 2. But he looked like he was getting the ball out fast. He looked like last year Jimmy G.
George Kittle had a great
George
game.
Kittle looked good. Debo looks good. Their fucking rookie wide receiver.
Ayuk,
it's fucking disgusting. He's a stud. They are going to be dangerous for a very long time. Debo's young as hell. He looks incredible.
Yep.
George Kittle is obviously... Belichick called him one of the best tight ends of all time, which is undisputable. His build is what perfect tight end build. He's faster than most tight ends. He's stronger than most tight ends. He's a fucking stud. Jimmy G's good. The only thing that could hurt Jimmy G is Belichick knows Jimmy G. So I feel like that might be they could use that for him, but I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going to say Patriots offense underperforms again, and then Jimmy G does what he did last week.
I don't love to hear that.
I'm going to pick Patriots. I think they bounce back this week. I liked what Cam said after the loss.
He handled the media very well this week.
Very well. I think, obviously, having only 2 practices within 2 weeks is real tough. It's tough. And yes, our wide receivers have been not the greatest, to put it into simple terms. But 49ers, despite their offense clicking, they just lost Mostert again. They're still injury-ridden.
McKinnon's still good.
McKinnon is still good, yes. But he's not Mostert.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's the backup.
That's fair.
I think Kittle does go off. I mean, you can't really stop Kittle.
If the New England Patriots get Julio Jones within the next couple days, then my pick will
Yeah.
be changed.
Strong doubt on that.
Absolutely, my pick will be
Extra doubt
changed.
because
Yeah.
we
I will say now
We
that
don't
if
try
that's
to
a
do
thing
it.
that happens, then the Zoltar meme is officially dead because I'm completely out on that. On Julio Jones becoming a Patriot.
Well, I don't want to
So,
hear that
if
because
if it's a thing, then
well, I want you to say that Julio Jones can be a
no,
Patriot.
I don't
if
think
anyone,
so.
Yeah, can you please say that?
yeah, like out loud, please.
I will say out loud that I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's unfortunate. The 8 o'clock game.
Unless the Falcons are dumb and are like, yeah, we'll trade Julio Jones for like a third rounder or some dumb shit, which would be ridiculous.
I think we'd
dumb.
give a first rounder.
You would, but like in negotiations, is it like a Hopkins type thing where you get fucking where they get a dumbass return
Sony
for him?
Michel,
Yeah, Sony Michel and like a fourth,
a first and third rounder.
Like it just would be.
Going on to the 8:30 game is going to be the Buccaneers versus the Raiders. I think this
What a
game is going to
game.
be close.
What a game!
I really think it's going to be close. The Raiders are inconsistent.
They did just. I mean, they had a bye week this past week, but the week before that, they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I mean,
they beat the
it's a
Chiefs.
divisional game, but like,
They got
beat
shit on by the
Patrick Mahomes.
Patriots the week before, or 2 weeks before, because
they just decided to stop throwing it to Darren Waller for some reason.
yeah, that did happen. The Raiders are good, man. They're good, but
They are.
we were just saying the Buccaneers are starting to click.
Buccaneers are clicking.
I think.
They have their receivers back. Obviously not Howard because he's out for the
Yeah,
season.
Dunzo
But
for
they
the
have,
season.
they have Godwin back. I think Evan should be healthy by then, right?
I believe so. Gronk's catching
Yeah.
again. That young dude Tyler Johnson, who Brady likes to throw to.
Yeah, I mean their defense is looking.
Their
phenomenal.
defense is back up. They're clicking. I don't want to say last week was a fluke because I think they obviously on paper should be this fantastic team, and I think they're just starting to click. And I think this week they might do what they did against the Packers and have another big game. Like I think it won't be close.
I'm going against the grain. I'm picking the Raiders. I'm not
What?
picking them confidently, but I'm gonna go with.
What's the news with Fournette? Is he gonna be back?
Does it really fucking matter? I mean,
I mean,
they just
not really.
destroyed the Green Bay Packers,
Oh,
but
yeah,
no.
Ronald Jones.
Yeah,
He
Ronald Jones
stepped up
has
huge.
done
I mean, it's
great
almost
this
like
year.
it's weird because they got McCoy, and then they got
Yeah.
Fournette, and Ronald Jones was like, okay, well, shit, my job is actually
I
at
remember-
stake here, and he decided to turn it up to
Yeah.
11, and he's
Yeah,
playing
I remember
fantastic.
at the beginning of the season, I was like, why are they like they're going into the year with Ronald Jones as your running
yeah,
back?
and I figured that was because Fournette didn't have enough practice time with them because
I
he
was
got
just-
signed like a week before.
I was just surprised that they weren't like. I don't know if they would keep on. I mean, now I'm not surprised by it, like because they saw the talent that he truly had. Because he was never really able to like he had been decent in past years, like him and Peyton Barber. That was their backfield, but like it kind of just never really.
Yeah,
It was never that great. So it was maybe it's just because of having Tom Brady as your quarterback, and then
I'm sure
having
that makes a big difference.
having an
That
efficient
does
offense.
make a difference.
So you're going Raiders? You're the only one
I'm
going
going
Raiders?
Raiders, yeah.
Bold. The Monday night game this one's a tough one because the Rams got shredded this week. But I don't know. The Bears are such a weird team.
5-1.
They're 5-1, but I feel like every game they play,
Yeah.
is like close. Like okay, so they were close with the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers just didn't have a shot. They were beating themselves up.
Yeah.
They kept shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. Who did they play this week?
The Bears, they beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
23-16.
Yeah.
I'm
Another
going
close game.
I'm going Bears. Because, like I said earlier, Rams have only beaten teams in the NFC East, which is the worst division in football.
Yeah, I think they go back this week, though. I'm going Rams.
It's a tough choice.
It is, because they're both not fantastic.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, the Bears are the Bears are still doing good. It's just I feel like it's gonna end at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be this week because the Rams didn't look good against the 49ers.
They did not look good
Did
against
not.
a very injured
Yeah.
49ers team.
I have to go Bears too, just because.
All right. I'll be the odd one out this time. That's unfortunate.
So, my pick
Yeah, so going back to the
for
Steelers
the
Titans now.
Titans game.
What is your motive? Or your
I'm sorry,
final
Luke,
decision?
but I gotta find a way to gain on you somehow.
I get.
This is new. This has nothing to do with competitive football. This is just I hope I get a better fucking
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm 5 behind you now after this past week.
Something like that. Yeah.
Hey, understandable. I kind of respect
Let me
it.
save the picks real quick so I can see.
I mean, yeah.
You have 62. I have
you're
57. Yeah. Josh, you have 51.
Josh, you're 11
Yeah,
picks behind.
but to be fair, like I can come in second at any time, any week. I just need Noah to have a bad week.
He's 6 Eddie though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean it's tough, but I am behind. Luke is in forced first.
Yeah, we did. This week was the first time that I've had less than, or that I didn't.
Yeah,
have
we
double
all did
digit
bad
wins.
this week.
Correct.
Man, you had 7. Luke had 8.
lot of upsetting wins this week.
Yeah.
That seems like that's going to be the show. Noah, can you tell them where they can find us?
I mean, you can find us anywhere if you just look on our website, jnlsportsshow.com. You can find the links to our Twitter, our Facebook group, our Instagram, our YouTube, which our little podcast trailer is up there now. You should check that out if you haven't done so already. Also links to all platforms that our podcast is available on. Obviously, Spotify, Apple Music. You got Deezer.
Love Deezer.
Shout out to Deezer.
Shout out to Deezer.
Right.
Google Podcasts and a
Think
bunch of other
like
ones.
Audio FM is one of them.
I don't even know.
Anywhere that podcasts are found.
You can make up a word
Found.
and it's probably a podcast thing.
So one thing we've learned by doing this, anywhere where podcasts are found, you guys can find us. Luke, anything else you got to finish out with?
I mean, hope the next. Well, actually, it won't be the next time we record it. It'll be we record again before the Steelers game. But
Yeah.
I hope that the next time we record that Julio Jones is not a Patriot.
Would be wonderful news.
I would love that. That would be nice.
Would not.
Appreciate it. Also, other news besides our potential guests that we have next week. I think Nick, the one that recorded our trailer, said that he would be willing to record an episode, like an entire episode for us to put on our YouTube.
So look out.
Be
for
on the
that.
lookout for
Yeah,
that.
For within the next few weeks.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
when that would be.
yeah, we definitely, this guest that we're gonna have on, guys, you guys are gonna love him. It's gonna be interesting as hell talking to him.
Yeah,
he's a
for
huge
sure.
sports fan and also big hockey guy. So that's
Yeah,
Be like,
we
just
actually
give us
have
a-
someone
yeah,
on the
we-
show that can talk about hockey.
yeah, because we have not kept our promises about
Yeah.
keeping up with hockey.
Yeah, I mean, I apologize, but we love hockey. Like the sport of hockey is cool. Live hockey is
Yeah,
great.
it's a cool thing.
But yeah, I'm very excited about this guest that we're gonna have on, and hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for listening to our, what episode is this? The 12th now?
13.
13th.
Episode 13.
Lucky number 13. Hopefully this one made you guys happy. It was I think a shorter, average time. Average
Yeah,
time.
it's average.
Yeah.
Sorry for the Olympic talk that we pushed for 20 minutes,
No,
but you know.
no, we're not sorry.
I was
We're
going to
not sorry.
apologize and
We
be
like the
self-aware and
Olympics.
just being like, yeah, well,
They
we had to push some time.
They probably
right?
don't want to hear about the Summer Olympics
Listen.
in October.
The Olympics, the Summer Olympics happen once every 4 years, so you can deal with it for the fucking
Quick update.
15 minutes that we talk about it now,
Yeah.
and then the month that it goes on in the future.
Yeah,
All right.
quick update.
Yeah,
The-
you guys can.
the Dodgers are up 5-1 on the race.
He said you guys can deal with it. Like they can't just turn off the podcast. Like they have all the control here. Thank you guys for listening. Please tune in. We'll be back Friday night. So Saturday morning is probably when the next episode will be up. And then we'll see you guys Tuesday, hopefully with a guest that will be incredible.
Yeah, and remember, Breast Cancer Awareness Month still.
And
Look
vote.
on our profile for that, and yes, vote.
And vote.
Facts.
And
2 weeks.
if someone can find
2
a
weeks
way
from now. Exactly 2
to
weeks.
get rid of all the ads on all my socials telling me to register to vote, please message me and tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me, because I'm sick and tired of being told to
I
register to
I
vote.
registered.
I
5
registered the
months
day after I turned 18.
Yeah.
So get off my fucking ass, Facebook, alright?
ago.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
joining us. You guys can follow along with our picks if you guys ever want to join our CBS League. It's a little late now, but of course, just to follow around or whatever, hit us up in our DMs and we'll send you a link for that. And thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.